Hello there, everyone. TheAndrata here, and welcome back to episode 78 of our Enigmatica 6 Let's Play series. Where today we are going to be continuing on with our pneumatic craft setup here. And yeah, I've learned some new things. It's a new week. I've done a little bit of research, or a new week for me, at least. It's Monday, you know. Everybody loves Mondays. But anyway, did a little bit of research, and we're going to be changing this setup here. From what I understand, this is like overkill, but not enough. It's not enough a kill, I guess. What we can do, and I don't even know why I didn't think of this, our refinery controller here, or our refinery, right, is producing LPG. We can just pipe that LPG into a liquid compressor and let that run all of our vortex tubes. And from what I understand, if you do that, you really only need one vortex tube to maintain the temperature on this thing. It'll actually produce enough pressure to keep that vortex tube running. And it's self-sufficient because it doesn't use that much LPG, and you'll end up burning more, because we've capped out at about 158 degrees here, and each of these is capped out at about 235. And remember, we need these over 300 in order to process any of our stuff here. So that's what we are going to do. Couple of points to take note of, because it's a new week and I've got some comments to check out here. First off, last couple episodes, I think it was episode 71, or maybe 72, I was having issues with occultism, and I couldn't get the crusher spirit because I couldn't get the ingots. Let me find, I was trying to find the Akashic tome, which is here, and then I need occultism. Apparently I can't read. YouTuber blindness is a thing, okay? It is absolutely 100% a thing. I think it was AVR Circle here where I was supposed to get a foliate, and I needed the crusher. I'm an idiot. I read this 50,000 times and I still didn't understand. Copper ore, iron ore, silver ore, gold ore. When we were doing the ritual, I was putting ingots in. And I was sitting there, I read it to myself like 50 times. I'm like, I'm doing this right 100%. There's no way that TheAndrata can mess up. And turns out TheAndrata can't read. So thanks, Coelho, for pointing that out. My bad. And I caught it in the next episode because I did the same thing when I was doing the mining spirit, and it needed, I think, gold ore or something. And I caught myself then saying that it needed ore, not the ingot, but yeah, that's me. Outside of that, I think that was pretty much it. Oh, name tagging. Is our little turtle still around here? I hope Gamma is still here. Or did he wander off? Because he wasn't chunk loaded, or he wasn't name tagged, so he despawned, is what I'm going to assume happened. Turtle. Mob imprisonment tool. Yeah. I'd have to go find another awesome looking turtle because Gamma is gone. I learned how name tags work. You can tell my vanilla knowledge is extremely lacking because I had no idea, but you have to go put the name tag in the anvil first, give it a name, and then you can apply it to the mob. So yeah, you know what? Gamma probably walked right out here and said, I'm going to dip because this fool don't know how mechanics work. Should have played more vanilla Minecraft. I just like modded so much. It's so much different. Modded Minecraft and vanilla Minecraft are two different games. Not that modded Minecraft is easy, but not that vanilla Minecraft is easy, but it's just too slow for me. It's too unexciting. I like modded. I like all the tech. I like all the stuff. Yeah. Hence why we're playing a modded game. Anyway, enough of rambling. Let's get back to Enigmatica. So, if we go to our reactor area, we're going to try this out. Okay, so let's get a liquid compressor made. And there's advanced and there's regular. One can do 20 bar, one can do 5. We can only afford to do the regular, or not afford, but it's all we have available to us. So let's set this guy down like right here. Okay. And we're going to go ahead. LPG is our top fluid, which should be what is in here. So we need to pipe this out. Where is my mechanical pipes? We need to pipe the LPG out. Hey, buddy. I hit space. No, thank you. And then we need our morphing tool. Where are you? Up here. I just realized piping all these liquids out is going to be like the ugliest thing too. Do you know? I wonder if mechanisms pipes count for. You know what I'm talking about? Insulation. Does it count as a solid block for the purposes of insulation, so that it doesn't complain about not having enough heat? Okay, so you are full, and you're gonna fill up, and then you're gonna be self-sufficient. We need to. What I want to do is see if this can run. These are all gonna drain their pressure. What if I just hook it up to? I want it to just hook up to this one and then see how that does. But I don't think I have the ability. Oh, I can. Oh, okay. So are you gonna lose? You're losing temperature. Yes. Okay. So then, if I get some pressure tubes, and I do that again, like what if I do that? No. Okay. There. All right. What if I hook it up first, and then I do this? Also, don't shift click. Would probably help. Okay. So then this is all on my way. This guy is only hooked up to this one. How much pressure temperature does he have? 232 degrees Celsius, and you are 237. So let's see if this gets any higher than 238-ish. Now I'm wondering do these share pressure? I know like these machines do. Do vortex tubes share pressure? I'm going to assume so because I only have these ones hooked up. Son of a gun. I need to. I only want one of these to run. You are generating 12.5 milliliters a tick. LPG. Okay. It looks like it has a top-down schema. So it's probably doing not that one, but this one. Yeah, that's at 244. And this one is at 239, 243. It's also taking all of our LPG. And we don't have a gain on it, but we also don't have a loss, it looks like. Like we break even on the LPG. Nope, we have a loss. It could also be because these are back stuffed though, and I don't have them like these are full. These are also getting a little hotter, which doesn't make any sense. What is our best way to manage this heat? I don't really know. Like, how do we get more heat? I could. Because from what I read, that hurts. Now, I think there is a like heat refinery or something like that, manufacturing. not a refinery, but like a heat thing. Heat pipes. Transmit heat without any thermal connection to adjacent air and fluid blocks. That's not what I want, is it? That's a heat sink. Thermal lagging goes on those to stop them from losing temperature. Are you complaining about... Yeah, no output space for fluids. And in order to access all of these fluids, we would have to break these guys, which is going to lower the temperature. Also, at the same time, splitting all of our pressure between all of these vortex tubes probably isn't a good idea either. Let's go ahead and hook up a mechanical pipe to each one of these. And then disconnect them. Because these hold like 512 buckets each. So that'll, well, at least get the pipes filling up. So that way this has somewhere to dump all of its stuff. And temperature is drastically dropping. LPG is being produced again, though, at a pretty decent clip, too. And this isn't complaining about temperature? No? 1 of 24 blocks are exposed to air. Which block? Oh, that one there. All right, so we are losing heat here. I need to make more of this thermal lagging stuff, too, instead of having to use this cobblestone. But for now... Thermal lagging was wool. Ah, yes. We need to deviate and get wool taken care of. Okay. Okay, you are getting up there in your temperature again. How are you guys doing temperature-wise? Oh, these guys are almost up to temperature. This one's over. You are at 304. I did not do anything different. The question is, how am I supposed to route my fluids into these with all this thermal lagging here? Not thermal lagging, but y'all know what I mean. Cobblestone. So what goes into this? This is where I want diesel to go into to make lubricant, correct? Diesel. From Enigmatica makes lubricant, and that is used for stuff in the future. Now, lubricant is made in this thing if you give it redstone dust. And it actually only needs a temperature of over 100 degrees. So we actually need some redstone. So what if I just like access you here and we put redstone? We're gonna have to pipe redstone into this. And then we run this over here, 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 and then we can do that. You're gonna run and you're not gonna complain. And there we go. Look, we got lubricant being cooked. No problems. Requires heat. It's got its upgrade. Okay. And then what I don't want to happen is for it to get either of these other fluids. And I don't want these other fluids to get into the pipes either. So what I need to do is pre-prep these pipes. None. Oh, son of a gun. Oh, it's here. There we go. Okay, reconnect. Well, let's just see what happens. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Okay, that is exactly what I didn't want to happen. Because look, now this is going to have that fluid in there, which is not going to work. I need to drain all of this into this machine. So let's do that. Disconnect that. And you have kerosene. Correct. That is what you're supposed to have. This is not ideal at all. This setup is janky. It is. Okay, you are full on kerosene. You did the thing again. Okay. I need to fix that somehow. It's because I have all these machines so close together. And also because they have to come off of here. And I guess I could use XNet to do this, but is it really necessary? There's only 3 different fluids. I just need to get this set up so that, or 4 different fluids, because the LPG is going to be turned into plastic. You are at the right temperature, so why aren't you doing the thing? You don't have enough pressure. You need 2 bar of pressure. And you're also losing temperature now. Okay. And then you have the wrong fluid in you. But if I take a tank, what if I take a tank? Like, just give me a fluid tank. And I do that. It'll get the right fluid in there again. And then I do this, but I set you to empty. Nope, you're filling up. Okay, well, buddy, incorrect. But that's going to do that. Okay, so then we need to get this fluid into this machine. Oh, and it did the thing again. All right, well, let me get my tank back. My tank of kerosene. Absorb all of that, please. And then connect. Okay. And then you're going to come down to here, here. And you are none. Oh, come on. There. Okay. So then you are going to be getting your stuff again. But again, we need more pressure. So you got gasoline. And you're going to convert that into LPG. Now, outputs. Also, these things don't output. Well, it's going to take gas. That was not intended. I was wondering what that button did, and that did not do what I wanted it to. I need to void all this now. This is not working out as I intended, people. At all. 100%. It is working incorrectly. We are gaining on our LPG, though. That's good. We need more pressure, though. I need more liquid compressors, I guess. Because this one's only at 0.95 bar. At Enigmatica does have upgrades, but upgrade. Let's see what options we have. These are for the. Those aren't the right upgrades, are they? Speed upgrade. Oh, this is. That does require a bucket of lubricant, and we can make speed upgrades, which makes them run faster. Does that mean it's going to produce more pressure? Air compressor, liquid compressor, that's in the advanced. Nope, it can be used in the regular. And that can also be used in the regular. And the volume upgrade. Okay. I'm assuming it would just be super beneficial for me to just, read the book as I'm intended to. Also, how do I get this out of here? Tank. Give me a tank, please. It has to make the pressure. Common black hole tank, black hole tank. I need to pipe this stuff out of here. Get all the gasoline out of that. Don't hit that button. If you do not intend to hit that button, do not hit that button. Because I hit that button and then it put it all into my input. Okay. Can you be on drain mode, please? Apparently not. Mechanical pipe. That's you. Put this here. And then set it to pull. Get all the gasoline back out of this pipe. Thank you. All right, so this should be full on gasoline, correct. Again, temperature and pressure is our biggest issues. And then lastly, LPG goes into this one to be processed into LPG plastic. So that is going to need routed this direction. And all of these are going to connect to it by default. It's just hard to know. 1, 2, 3, those little squares. 1, 2, 3, not those squares. 1, 2, 3. Okay. That should stop these from connecting, but I'm also going to do this. Okay, so if you're doing this and you want to set it up, if you look on these, you can kind of see the outlines around it. When it's a big square outline, that's actually the facing of what direction you're facing. So you can change that to none. These little ones are the like inside outside. None and none. And that should, in theory, not connect to anything now, except for what I want it to. And that was correct. And then we just set this to pull. And it should start getting LPG, though most of it's going to be going to the other side until that back stuffs. And then all these pipes back stuff, which is a lot of LPG. Okay, but we're also going to be converting this stuff into LPG. Thought process here, probably a good idea for me to space these machines out because these do not have an output. It doesn't look like, though there is that dispenser upgrade. Right click any block to set. Oh, and this requires. Oh, this doesn't require anything fancy. So you're going to make gasoline, you're going to convert to LPG, and then LPG is going to come into this machine. So what I need to do is get enough pressure for like one of these to start running. And then from there, I can get all of them, processing. Boop, 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 boop. So my question here is, okay, these vortex tubes, can they go on the bottom and then will they pass the pressure on through? It does seem like they do pass pressure. So would that be an absolutely stupid thing for me to do is just pop down here and then put those down there? Or do they not share? You know what? I can find out just by doing this. Do you have pressure in you? Or is your pressure dropping? You're losing temperature because you don't have any lagging or anything. This one is running. All right, let's test it with this one because this one's actually running. And that'll be a good way to test if this loses pressure. Not you, you. It does not. It's losing temperature, but the pressure is maintaining, which tells me that these vortex tubes do make very loud noise. Where did that go? That means I can do this like that and then rotate it. There. And now it'll get pressure from there and temperature. And we put our heat sink back on so that it pulls the cold. Incorrect. There we go. And then it's just current recipe requires more influent fluid, and then we just have to get the back fixed with the cold. But then it can route its stuff out to the side. Okay, so that's what we need to do. We need to move all those to the bottom so then we can access the backs. So I'm going to go ahead and do that here real quick. And I'm just going to put, I have extra vortex tubes, so we're just going to go you, and you, and then rotate them somehow. Probably best to do it from this side. Okay. And then get your heat sinks on. Drop down, please. This thing is way too quick. Heat sinks can go onto each one of you. And y'all are going to start cooking up pressure or temperature quick. Okay. So then we can route a pipe from here. Well, really, the lubricant stays on its own. From here into here, and then from here into here for the outputs for each of the machines. So that gives us the outputs. This is not a great looking setup. Like, it's pretty bad, but it is what it is. Also, our liquid compressor is full, and it's now currently working on backstuffing the pipes, which is unfortunate that I went with the ultimates on that, because this is not going to fill up anytime soon. So what I should do is make not ultimate, basic mechanical pipes, swap these out, which is going to waste this fluid, unfortunately, that's been backstuffing in here, but it's also got a 512 buffer per, and that's a lot per pipe that we laid down. So what was that? 3 pipes so far? 4, 5, 6. So that's 6 pipes that, and it was a 512 bucket buffer per pipe. That's a lot. And I don't even know if that 512 is accurate. It could be even more than that. So yeah. So what we're going to do is let this fill up. And yeah. And to be honest, I probably should just have it all come out of one side. And instead of doing this, I do this. I'll let that do it so that it splits between both sides. And then we can disconnect this one. Okay, so let that disconnect. Kill this guy because he's annoying me. You two for being even near me. The audacity of that man. But yeah, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and fix up this wiring. I'm going to work on the pressure aspect of this because our issue right now is that we only have 2 bars of pressure, but I think we just have too many vortex tubes, to be honest. These things are at 195, top temperatures 200, 203, and they should be climbing again. I think we just have too many vortex tubes overall, and it's stealing all of our pressure. So I'm going to go ahead and work on correcting that and trying to redesign and rebuild this to see how it works. And yeah, we'll come back next episode and hopefully have LPG going so we can start working on getting plastic and doing the things that we need to do with that. So if you enjoyed this episode, I apologize that it's a little bit, kind of a little bit everywhere. Like I said, I'm learning this mod just along with you guys, unless you already know it, but this is the first time I've ever played with this mod, so it's all new to me. And I'm excited and I enjoy playing with it. But yeah. I mean, what else is there to say other than that? I like the mod. Anyway, so yeah, this is pneumatic craft repressurized. We're working on it. We're learning together. It's I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's a new experience. So yeah. Anyway, if you enjoyed what you watched, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Give me tips. Please give me tips. I do not know 100% what the most efficient setup for this is. As you can see, I have all this cobble that does not even need to be here. I just encased this bad boy because it was complaining about heat. But none of it actually needed to be present. These guys don't need to have this at all. So I'm just gonna go ahead and remove as much of this cobble as I can. And no, that one actually needs to be there. Put a piece of thermal lagging there for that side. But yeah, let me know. Let me know what I'm doing wrong. Let me know if I'm doing anything right. Let me know how I can improve, and we'll definitely do that. So thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.